And Your Honor, I do have Mr. Lancer here.
Okay, let's take that file. People versus Lancer, file number 244996. The record should reflect Mr. Lancer's present here in the courtroom today.
Thomas Seeger appearing with on behalf of Mr. Lancer.
Thank you. Mr. Lancer, have you had an opportunity to go through the pre-sentence report and talk to Mr. Seeger about that?
Yes, I have.
Mr. Seeger, any additions, deletions, or corrections?
No, Your Honor. Your Honor, he did just provide us certificates of completion relative to substance abuse treatment, which he had been in for an extensive period of time. So it was just hopefully the court would review them.
Yes, Terry, can you grab those? Did you want these attached to the PSI?
Yeah,
He just wants them returned, Your Honor.
that's fine.
I've had a chance to review those. Mr. Ziegler, did the people have any additions, deletions, or corrections?
No, Your Honor.
Anything on behalf of the people for allegation?
Your Honor, I would just support the recommendations contained in the PSI. I'm very gratified to hear that Mr. Lancer is in treatment, is doing well in treatment. I think that's both beneficial for him and for the community at large. Mr. Lancer does have a notable criminal history and prosecuted before. So I'm glad to hear he's starting to go down the right path. I hope he continues with that. And I would otherwise ask the court to adopt the recommendations.
Thank you, Mr. Seeger.
And likewise, Your Honor, I would just ask the court to follow the recommendation. I too have known Mr. Lancer for an appreciable period of time. And during the course of knowing Mr. Lancer, he's always had a substance abuse problem. And I guess in many instances, it's somebody comes to the point in their life where they finally recognize that they need to change things. So I'm happy for Mr. Lancer that he actively engaged in substance abuse treatment and he didn't just go there and passively get through it. It was something that he actually wanted to accomplish. So to his credit, he's accomplished those things. Hopefully he'll make better decisions going forward. And hopefully I don't run into Mr. Lancer again other than to say hello somewhere in town. But I think he has truly changed his way. Clearly, he should have made a better decision that day. And when law enforcement, just like in any other situation, is asking you reasonable questions, you probably should immediately be compliant with the things that they're asking for a lot of different reasons. But I think Mr. Lancer has made different life changes that he wasn't ready to make in previous interactions with him. So I'm happy that he's taken his TRICAP substance abuse treatment more seriously maybe has in other situations where he had gotten engaged in treatment. So I would just ask the court to follow the recommendation and hopefully this is the end of the road for Mr. Lancer.
Thank you, Mr. Lancer. Anything you wanted to say to me?
Yes, I'd like to say, first I want to say I know I did wrong and learning in treatment to be accountable for my actions. But I am truly grateful for the opportunity to go to TRICAT because it has changed my life forever. I lost my son in a car accident and I didn't know how to deal with emotions. I turned to substance abuse to numb it. And I learned now that how to cope with that without using. And I really, truly am blessed for the opportunity and what I learned. I'm not the same person I was. And I know I did wrong. Not saying I didn't, but I turned a negative into a positive. I just want to be a productive member of society in a positive way. Thank you.
Okay. I did read through the report. Obviously, I was kind of familiar with the facts. We had that motion hearing, so I got a better look at kind of the circumstances here through that as well. And then there's some information in that report about your background and so forth, so I had a chance to review that too. And then I went through your certificates, and I think the report reflects this, but what you had to say in the certificates and what you've been doing since discharge,
Yes,
certainly indicate that you're turning some kind of corner here and that you're really making a lot of efforts to change things. And I think that's really encouraging, and I hope that you continue with that because it looks like you've made a really good start at that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I think you're doing it at the right time, because as Mr. Ziegler alluded to, and Mr. Seeger, when I look at the report, I think that been on probation a number of times, 5, 6, 7 times, number of jail sentences. You're getting to that point where that's no longer going to be an option, and the court is going to be looking at prison time. So I think, the fact that you're doing this now is a really good thing from that perspective too, aside from the fact that it's just going to allow you to live a better and more productive, more satisfying life, which I know you want that for yourself.
I really do. I'm done taking time for granted. That's something I learned through the loss of my son, that I'm not gonna waste any more time.
Yeah.
Time I take back, so
Good,
I'm, hit my rock bottom and now I'm just moving forward.
good. So I hope that continues. In terms of this charge, this was really, I think, kind of a spur of the moment thing where you were kind of on the spot and made the wrong choice and said some things that were not accurate and got yourself into some trouble in that way. I think, the court has a number of ways of punishing wrongful conduct. Incarceration is one of those, but financial penalties is another way to punish somebody. And I think in this case, given all the circumstances, that a financial punishment is adequate to address your wrongful conduct here. So the court is going to sentence you to fines and costs, which are a crime victim's assessment of $75, court costs of $325, attorney fees of $350, a $55 state cost, and a $250 fine. The court is going to sentence you to 1 day in the Calcasieu County Jail with credit for 1 day served. You do have the ability to seek an appeal of this sentence because this is a misdemeanor. There are no written appellate rights, so you're not going to get any papers that explain that to you. But if you did want to file for an appeal, you would have to do that within the next 21 days. If you had more questions about that, Mr. Seeger would be able to answer those questions for you. Other than that, when you leave court today, you just need to go across to the clerk's office to make arrangements to pay those fines and costs.
Okay.
And otherwise, good luck to you going forward.
Your Honor,
I do.
Yeah.
can you have Mr. Lancer report over to my office? I have his case here from another county for probation supervision.
Oh, okay. You can do
Okay.
that. All right.
All right. Then
Thank
I have
you.
a bond that was set. Can I
Yep.
tie that to fines?
Yes,
Okay,
that's one of the things the clerk's office
Okay.
can take care of for you. So,
perfect. Thank you.
yep. Okay, thank you.
Okay, take care. Thank you. Thanks, Howard. Thank you.
All right, our next hearing is Mr. English. I need to take a quick break and then we'll come right back on the record in about 5 minutes.
That hearing had a little bit of everything. In People v. Lancer, we saw a textbook example of redemption in progress and how a courtroom, when operating with purpose and empathy, can recognize meaningful change. Judge George Mertz handled the sentencing with a calm, steady tone, acknowledging past failures while focusing on the promising progress Mr. Lancer has made since. The pre-sentence report revealed a long history, multiple probation violations, several jail stints, and a pattern of substance abuse that spanned years. Mr. Seeger for the prosecution didn't sugarcoat it. He noted that he had prosecuted Lancer before and emphasized the significance of finally seeing someone going down the right path. No grandstanding, just a prosecutor expressing cautious optimism. Defense attorney Mr. Seeger echoed that. He's known Mr. Lancer for a long time and acknowledged the substance abuse issues that have plagued him for years. At this time, things were different. Lancer had voluntarily entered and completed extensive treatment at TRICAP, and Seeger made a point to stress that this wasn't passive compliance, it was active participation. The judge received documentation of this treatment along with certificates of completion and noted them on the record. And then came Mr. Lancer's own words. He didn't hide from his past. He admitted wrongdoing, talked about accountability, and opened up about the tragic loss of his son in a car accident, a trauma that triggered the downward spiral into substance abuse. What stood out was how grounded and sincere he was. "I'm done taking time for granted," he said. "I hit my rock bottom and now I'm just moving forward. It wasn't performative, it felt real." Judge Mertz acknowledged all of it. He reminded Lancer that with his record, prison could have been on the table if he hadn't taken serious steps toward change. The judge also acknowledged that this particular charge lying to law enforcement in the heat of a moment wasn't a calculated or violent offense, but it was still a poor decision with real consequences. Still, given the full context, the judge decided incarceration wasn't the right path this time. The sentence, 1 day in jail, already served, and a financial penalty, fines and costs, totaling just over $1,000. Judge Mertz noted that financial consequences can be just as serious as jail time, especially when someone is working to rebuild their life. It was a clear message: you're not off the hook, but you're being given the space to keep doing the right thing. Mr. Lancer was also reminded to check in with the probation department, as another case from a different county required continued supervision, but the tone was encouraging. This was a hearing where every participant, judge, counsel, and defendant seemed aligned around the idea that change is possible and that Mr. Lancer is finally on that path. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone.